She was young, smart, and full of promise. A 21-year-old nursing student with her whole life ahead of her. But on a cold February night in 2004, she vanished without a trace. No footprints, no phone calls, no clear answers. This is Case Mystery Lab, and tonight we're diving deep into one of America's most haunting unsolved mysteries, the disappearance of Maura Murray. Who was Maura Murray? Maura Murray grew up in Hampshire, Massachusetts. By all accounts, she was bright, athletic, and ambitious. A former Star Trek runner in high school, she carried that same determination into college. She first attended the prestigious West Point Military Academy, but later transferred to the University of Massachusetts Amherst to study nursing. Friends and family describe her as caring, funny, and fiercely independent. But beneath the surface, there were signs of struggle. Maura had been involved in a couple of minor incidents before her disappearance, nothing that would normally draw national attention, but details that later fueled speculation about her state of mind. The day she disappeared, February 9, 2004. It was an ordinary Monday, until it wasn't. That afternoon, Maura emailed her professors, claiming she needed a week off due to a family emergency. But there was no such emergency. No one in her family knew anything about it. Instead, Maura quietly packed her black Saturn with clothes, toiletries, textbooks, and a significant amount of alcohol. She also printed out MapQuest directions to various destinations in Vermont and New Hampshire. At around 7:30 p.m., residents of a small town in Haverhill, New Hampshire, reported a car accident. Maura's Saturn had skidded off a rural road and crashed into a snowbank. A passing school bus driver stopped to check on her. According to him, Maura insisted she was fine and declined his help, saying she had already called OAA. But investigators later confirmed she never made that call. When police arrived just minutes later, Maura was gone. Her car was locked. The airbags had deployed. Inside, they found the belongings she had packed, but Maura had vanished. There were no footprints leading away from the car, no signs of a struggle, and no confirmed sightings. The investigation. The search for Maura began quickly but soon grew complicated. Authorities combed the woods, rivers, and back roads of rural New Hampshire. Volunteers joined in, hoping to find some trace of the young woman. Helicopters scanned the area with heat-seeking technology. Dogs tracked her scent for a short distance, but it abruptly ended, as if she had gotten into another vehicle. Despite extensive searches, nothing concrete was found. As the days turned into weeks, theories began to circulate. The case attracted widespread media coverage, drawing comparisons to other mysterious disappearances. Theories and speculation. Over the years, countless theories have emerged. Theory 1. She ran away. Some believe Maura intentionally vanished, perhaps overwhelmed by personal struggles and academic pressure. The packed bags, the printed directions, and her email to professors suggest planning. Could she have wanted to start a new life? Theory 2. Accident or exposure. Another theory suggests that Maura wandered into the woods that cold February night and succumbed to the freezing temperatures. But if that were the case, why wasn't her body ever found despite massive searches? Theory 3. Foul play. Perhaps the most chilling theory is that Maura was picked up by someone dangerous. The abrupt end of the scent trail supports the idea that she may have entered another car. If so, who was driving and what happened after? 554454444444444444. The legacy of the case. Nearly 2 decades later, the disappearance of Maura Murray remains one of America's most haunting mysteries. Her family continues to fight for answers, refusing to let her story fade. Over the years, the case has become a focal point for online sleuths, podcasts, and true crime communities, each hoping to uncover the truth. Yet despite the theories, the searches, and the countless hours of investigation, the question remains: what really happened to Maura Murray that night? Maura's story is not just about a mystery. It's about a daughter, a sister, a friend, whose absence is still deeply felt. What do you think happened that cold February night? Was it a planned disappearance, a tragic accident, or something far darker? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. You've been watching Case Mystery Lab. If you want to hear more chilling true crime stories like this one, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for our next case.